You know, I'd be lying if I said the emergence of video platforms such as Twitch and YouTube didn't factor into Black Ops 3's design. Now we have to not just think about whether our game is fun to play, but also what it's like to watch. With Black Ops 3 aiming to break many of its previous gameplay traditions while overhauling much of its AI, a move towards live streaming makes sense for the franchise. And this is when I facepalm my face in disappointment. What's up, everybody? I'm the E-Centric gamer. I provide gaming news and gaming reviews while you guys, of course, provide the views. Treyarch, what are you doing? That is a quote taken from an article on Games Radar. Multiplayer director Dan Bunting, what are you talking about? Seriously, why are you doing this? I ask you this because I considered you the better studio for Call of Duty. I felt more investment in Call of Duty World at War, Black Ops, and even Black Ops 2, even though that one was kind of forgettable. What are you talking about? A move towards live streaming makes sense for the franchise. Basically what Dan is saying here when he's talking about this quote, basically what he's saying here is that he's admitting that Treyarch is developing the game, making decisions in developing the game, whether it be like game design, story elements, the whole 9 yards. They are designing Call of Duty Black Ops 3 to pander to YouTubers and Twitch users. And what do I mean by this? Well, what I mean by that is the best example that I can give you is basically the opening sequence to Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. And the reason why I say that is because you remember that scene, right? Set the bomb on the ship thing, and then your captain comes over, gets trapped in the thing. He pushes you out or whatever and saves you from being exploded. And captain blows up, and shrapnel goes flying, and it cuts your arm off. And then your teammates come over and they drag you away, and you're like, "Oh my God, my arm's off! It's all bloody and stuff." Shocking moment. Poor character guy who's voiced by Troy Baker. I feel so bad for him now. And I'm gonna stick with him. I'm gonna play this through just to see if he gets his arm back. He gets his arm back on the next level. But the point that I'm making here is that a sequence like that, how did you react when you first saw that? When you first played through Advanced Warfare, if you even played the story. I can't believe I had to say that. But if you played the story in Advanced Warfare, how did you react? Did you feel like, I felt so bad for him that his arm came off and the whole thing. And I feel so bad that his captain, who I didn't even know they had a connection with, yeah, I feel so bad that he died for me and everything. Did you feel like that, or did you react like me when I first played it through and laughed when that sequence happened? That sequence is exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to this quote. That is the type of sequence that it panders to YouTube viewers and Twitch users because it makes them go, "Oh my God." It makes them do the "oh my God, I can't believe that happened" thing, when honestly, if you played a previous Call of Duty game, you knew it was coming anyway. My problem with it is that, why do you think designing your game to create sequences like that will benefit your game? Treyarch, you should just let the game speak for itself. Don't design it in that way. Why? Don't do that. Let the game speak for yourself. Tell the story that you want to tell. Create the characters that you want to create. Create the game that you want to create. Because I know for a fact, you guys have far more creative than pandering to YouTubers and Twitch users in order to bang out a couple more bucks. It's why I appreciate the original Call of Duty games, like Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, your original Call of Duty World at War. Those games are, in my opinion, on a higher pedestal. Those games were more immersive, more cinematic, if you want to go that route too. I mean, I remember Captain Price. I remember Soap. I remember the sequence when you first get introduced. What Call of Duty character that you play as do you remember the name other than Soap? I mean, it's memorable when you first learn the name. I mean, you walk up to Price and he's like, "What the hell kind of name is Soap, eh?" You know, I remember that sequence when you do the training level. Captain Price's team was Soap, McTavish, and even I'll even throw Reznov in there from World at War, who even returns in the later Black Ops games and the whole thing. Captain Price's flashback in the sniper missions, and when you first introduce Reznov, again, that sniper mission. It's moments like that that got you immersed. And not only that, it was clever writing, it was clever level design, it was great game design as well. I mean, what was cool about, even though the grenades were kind of OP in those Call of Duty games, you felt like you were part of a battle and you were trying everything you can to save your teammates because you did give a shit about them. You felt like you were part of a team. And Advanced Warfare now, and even Modern Warfare 3 I'll throw in there, I didn't give two flying craps about anyone in that game. This is completely the opposite direction of, I think, what those two games were. I think the success has gone to your heads a bit, and now you're just like, oh, let's just pander to the audience. Let's not give a shit anymore. And I hate that. I hate that. I know I'm going to bring another video where I mentioned The Last of Us being the greatest game ever, but the YouTube fodder's created when you're so immersed in what's happening on the screen that moments when, like, Joel, when he gets stabbed, when he gets stabbed in the chest, almost fatally stabbed, by the way, and bleeding out, Naughty Dog develops the game at that point where it kind of limits you. You're playing as Joel, and you had this fatal injury and the whole thing. You could barely walk. Ellie is basically the roles are swapped, but you're still playing as Joel, and Ellie is trying to protect you against these raiders, or these guys that are just attacking you. Ellie is forced to protect you. Joel is on his own. Well, not on his own, but being protected by Ellie, and there's nothing that you could really do. And there's a moment when Ellie gets hit in the face by one of the raiders. I remember when I first played, I'm like, oh my god, no, Ellie! And then she shoots him, and it's like, oh my god. That, right there, that moment is a YouTube fodder. It's moments like that is what creates the YouTube fodder. It's not purposely scripting it so that's what happens. It has to come naturally. What can I say when a developer is flat out telling you that they're making their game just to pander to you, and just to basically, like Transformers, pander to an audience so you make a lot of money? I don't think that's how it should be. We know. We're not stupid, Treyarch. We know when those moments feel genuine and when they feel scripted enough where we're not taking it seriously. We know. And I'm just shocked too, because I thought Treyarch kind of understood this. I expected this to come from Infamy Ward, but Treyarch, this is not how you do it, man. I'm not saying that Call of Duty has to be like The Last of Us. I'm just saying they take the fundamentals of storytelling and gameplay and, and all that stuff, and they blend it so perfectly that it immerses you in the story, so you react to it like you are that character. I think you need to consider changing up your direction a little bit, Treyarch. If this is what you're thinking, what are you thinking, Treyarch? This isn't how this works. Man. What? Anyway, that's the story for this video. What do you guys think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? What do you guys think regarding to this? So, I'm the E-Centric Gamer. I provide gaming reviews and gaming news such as this, unfortunately, while you guys, of course, provide the views. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, favorite, and subscribe. Please comment below if you agree or disagree. And I will talk to you next time. Okay, bye.